Before I start my video, I would like to give a big thank you to Angie from Hot and Flashy for mentioning me and my channel in her recent video entitled Mature Women of YouTube. That was such a sweet, generous, and kind thing for her to do, and I was just so excited when I saw that my YouTube channel had been mentioned. So thank you again, Angie, for being such a classy, sweet lady.
Products within this past month. One that I really loved and one that I am very lukewarm on, and the more I use it, the more I don't like it, even though there have been so many glowing reviews for it. For me, it just didn't work. So this is going to be, again, my perceptions review. And my perceptions, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, really means how I feel about this product. Does it work for me? Does it work on my light olive complexion? Does it work for my mature skin? Does it work for my combination oily skin with some dry patches in areas now that I'm older? That's what my makeup's for. It kind of drives me crazy when I see people on the internet talking about a product, like you have to get this product, it's so good, it's like the best product in the world, and they're showing me a color that is like, no way in heck it's going to work with my skin complexion. So I always like to say up front, kind of, I have light olive skin tone, I have wrinkles and lines, because I'm 54, and a combination oily skin. Just to kind of get that out in the open, because I don't want to tell you guys something that I know is not going to work for your skin coloring. So now that I've got across that one important topic that I wanted to say before I started, let me start. These are two products from Tarte. One is and let me start with the one I really, really don't like. It is the Tarte CC Colored Clay CC Primer Cream. And it looks like this. And this was $34, and it's a correcting cream. And it always worries me when I hear the advertisements for something and they use the words revolutionary, perfect, you know, things like that. I always worry about, because there is no sometimes kind of perfect, you know, makeup sometimes. There just really isn't. Perfection is tough. But that's some of the words that I've heard off the actual Tarte website for this product. Now when you look at it, it has two sides that are, mine is in the medium, two sides that are kind of this one and this kind of strange looking triangle on the other side that are more like a foundation color. And then there are two color correctors. Honestly, mine has kind of a green color corrector on it, which is supposed to be for redness. But then I noticed that the other one, which you can't really see right now really well because let me see if I can wipe it off, the foundation looking color is covering it up. Now you can see it. The other color is a purplish color, and the purple color is just to brighten your skin. So this is kind of supposed to be a amazing all-in-one kind of product that when you put it on your face and all these colors blend together, it will magically transform your face and make it color corrected. So, and give you an airbrush look. So again, I told you it was $34, but you can wear this alone or under your foundation. There are 5 shades of this, and I chose the medium. So what I will do is I will take all my makeup off. I do not have this on today because another thing I should have said in the beginning, besides having mature skin and everything else I said about my face, the other thing I always choose, if it's foundation or any type of BB cream, C cream, anything like that I put on my face, I have to have a radiant kind of dewy glow. It makes my skin look a lot younger. I get a lot more compliments when I have that look on my face versus a matte look. If I was 22 years old, maybe I'd like a matte look, but right now with my age, I like to make my face look healthy, and for me, that is a dewy look. So I'm going to take off all my makeup, and then I will show you what this looks like alone so you can kind of get a feel for it. The reason I didn't like this was when I put it on my face, I felt it just kind of dulled my skin. Even when I wore it under a dewy foundation, I just felt like my face looked really flat. I don't know what it is about this, but I felt my face looked dry and just very dull. That's the best way to describe it. So I'll take my makeup off and put this on. I'm back. I decided to kind of throw my floodlights on and get really super close to you guys so you can really kind of see what this stuff looks like on my skin, that we can kind of get a feel for it. If you look at my skin really closely, you can see a lot of freckling, some hyperpigmentation, really uneven skin tone. I have sunken kind of eyes with dark circles, redness around my nose, and maybe just a little redness right here. So that's kind of what I'm trying to color correct with this color correcting cream. So right now, if you look at my skin, I don't have any moisturizer. I don't have anything on my skin right now, and I'm going to put this color corrector on my face. And they normally tell you to kind of work from the middle out. So I'm going to put it that way, and then I'm going to rub it in. I honestly prefer rubbing a lot of things in anymore with my hands. I feel like it just gets everything rubbed in a little bit better. So there, so now I have it on, and I know you can see that it kind of did help with the hyperpigmentation and a little bit of the redness around my nose, but I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like all of a sudden the look of my skin went from kind of a little bit radiant to kind of just very matte, and for me kind of very flat. If you look at this cheek, than before when I first started. Now I know it's kind of tough because I'm trying to get, I don't have, as I said before, we run a bare bones operation here, and I don't have a lot of like crazy amazing lighting, but I'm trying to show you that, you know, once I put this on, it just kind of made my skin look really dull. And it's bad enough when your skin's mature and has wrinkles, but then add some dullness to it, that's not a good combination. So I am going to show you the difference between this on one side of my cheek and then my other favorite CC cream on the other side of my cheek, and let you get a feel for kind of what I like. I cranked up the lighting in here so you can hopefully get a really good feel for the way these two compare with each other. Now I am going to compare this Tarte CC cream, primer cream, with this my Hope in the Jar A to Z BB cream. I was going to do it with a CC cream, but honestly this is really the complexion correcting cream that I've been using under foundation ever since I got it. I really love it. So I'm just going to compare these two. So let me first put on, the Tarte CC cream first in medium, and I'm going to put that on this side of my face. Again, you can see when you first look at it, you can kind of see a separation of some of these colors, but then when you rub it in, they all kind of blend in together. So that's on that side of my face. And then on this side of my face, I am going to put the Hope in a Jar A to Z CC cream on, BB cream. Gosh, this is so confusing after a while. BB CC. Come on, guys, get it together. BB cream on this side of my face, and I'm going to rub this in. Okay, so the difference and the reason I like it. Now, maybe people with very oily complexions will not like this, but I like it because the way it makes my skin look. My skin looks so healthy and youthful and kind of dewy and supple, even though it may not really be in real life, but it kind of gives that impression, and that's why I like it. I like this BB cream because if you look at my skin, I think even though it may not color correct as amazingly as this one does, when I compare this side of my face, for me, too matte, a little too dull, to this side of my face, really kind of a lot, I don't know, just a lot more healthier looking and glowing. I prefer this Hope in a Jar. That's just me. People out there that like a super matte look may love this, but I really don't care for it. So I would much rather use this, put it under my foundation, have a really glowing look, and then just kind of add a little bit more of a concealer or something to the redness around my nose or something like that. But that's just me, and that's really why I don't like this color correcting primer by Tarte. For me, it just makes my skin look dull and flat. And that is why I just prefer the Philosophy Hope in a Jar. Now, the product from Tarte that I really did like that I purchased is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Pressed Mineral Powder. This was $30. I think it comes in 5 shades. And I really like this. It's supposed to contain some vitamins. I'm not sure if it's vitamin A or E or exactly what it is, but it's a mineral powder that lets your skin breathe. And I just find this to be so lightweight. I love it. Now, they recommend that you use the Tarte Kabuki brush to apply this because they give you this kind of cheap little sponge that goes inside here. But I honestly actually like this sponge because the way I apply this is I just kind of dip it into the mineral powder, but I use it and I just really press the powder into the areas. I'm a spot powderer. I don't like powder all over my face. Maybe if you or somebody that powders all over your face, you would use a kabuki brush, but I prefer to do just certain areas that I want to just kind of put a little bit of powder on. But I find that if I use this sponge, I feel like it's almost like soaking up any excess oil on my face and really kind of pressing that powder into the areas that I want it to go. So I really, really like this little sponge that came with it. Love this powder. As with everything from Tarte, this doesn't have any parabens or phthalates or sulfates. I think it doesn't have any of those 3. I know they normally don't have any parabens in any of their products. And I believe all their products are cruelty-free. I am pretty sure about that. But out of the 2 things, I really do love this. I feel that it's a great powder. I'm just not real fond of the CC primer. That is it for me for today. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye from Marla.